Hey, welcome. Today, we are cracking the code on how money is really made on YouTube. You ever scroll through and just wonder, how does this all actually work? Why do some creators make it big and others just don't? Well, by the time we're done here, you're going to have the blueprint. So let's dive right in.
Okay, let's start with a question that kind of messes with everything you probably think you know about YouTube. How on earth can a channel with just 100,000 views make more money than a channel with 2 million views? The answer to that question? Well, it reveals a huge secret. The old idea that more views equals more money is pretty much dead.
You see, it all boils down to this clash between two big ideas. On one side, you've got popularity. That's just the raw number of people watching your stuff. But on the other, you have profitability, and that's all about how much you're earning for each one of those people watching. 1 million views sounds amazing, right? But what if each of those views is only worth like a fraction of a penny? And that brings us to the magic set of letters that unlocks this whole thing, CPM. It stands for cost per mil. Mil is just Latin for thousand. Now, this number isn't what you earn directly, it's what an advertiser is willing to pay for 1,000 sets of eyeballs on your video. When you've got a high CPM, it means advertisers are literally fighting over your audience, and that, my friends, is the gold rush. So the big question is, where do you find these advertisers who are willing to pay top dollar? Well, they tend to hang out in a few specific neighborhoods on YouTube. We call these the high-profit plays. These are the niches that just naturally attract premium ad money, turning even a small audience into a serious source of income.
At the very top of the list, and honestly it's not even close, is personal finance and investing. When we're talking about straight-up ad revenue, nothing else really compares. But why? What makes this topic so valuable? And just how crazy high can that CPM get?
Get this, in the finance niche, advertisers will sometimes pay up to $50 for just 1,000 views. 50. Think about that. The reason is simple. The audience isn't just passively watching. They are actively looking for places to put their money. They're basically the perfect customer for banks, trading platforms, and financial companies.
And this space is actually pretty broad. You could be breaking down stock charts, explaining the latest in crypto, teaching people about real estate, or even just talking about making money online. The one thing that connects them all is an audience that is ready to spend or invest money. And for an advertiser, that is a gold mine.
All right, coming in at a very strong number 2 is technology. I mean, just think about it for a second. When was the last time you bought a new phone, a laptop, or any piece of tech without watching at least a couple of review videos first? Yeah, exactly. Creators in this space have a huge influence on what we buy.
Whether it's unboxing the newest smartphone, showing you how to build a PC from scratch, or giving tutorials on new AI software, these channels are now a crucial part of how we shop. And because of that influence, advertisers are more than willing to pay up, with CPMs that can hit as high as 30 bucks. Not bad at all.
But hey, not every massive channel is chasing a high CPM. In fact, there's a whole other way to play the game. Let's talk about the high-reach niches. In this world, the goal isn't profit per view. It's about getting in front of as many people as humanly possible and building a massive, loyal community.
When it comes to pure, mind-boggling popularity, gaming is the undisputed king of YouTube. We're talking billions and billions of views. But, and this is a really important but, the way they make money is completely different.
The CPM for a gaming video, it can be as low as $2. So how do they even make a living? Well, part of it is just insane volume. But the real money? That comes from live streaming. It comes directly from fans through donations called super chats and from paid channel memberships. The community itself is what funds the creator. It's a similar story for niches like lifestyle vlogs, beauty tutorials, or cooking channels. The CPM from YouTube ads is often on the lower side. Their real power isn't in those ads. It's in their ability to land huge brand deals and sponsorships. Why? Because they've built such a strong personal connection with their audience that brands are dying to tap into.
Okay, our third and final category is what I like to call the authority builders. These creators are playing the long game. They're not focused on viral hits. They're focused on creating deep, valuable content that makes them the go-to expert in their field, building an audience that trusts them and sticks around for years.
Think about it. How-to content is basically the backbone of YouTube search. Channels that teach you how to code or how to speak a new language or just break down a complicated subject. People stick around for the whole video because they're actually learning something. This leads to incredible watch times, which the YouTube algorithm absolutely loves. It's how you build real authority. And on that note, we're seeing this huge explosion of deep dive content, like true crime documentaries and long video essays. The secret sauce here is something called average view duration. These hour-long stories are designed to keep you hooked from beginning to end. When you watch the whole thing, it sends a massive signal to YouTube saying, hey, this is amazing content, show it to more people.
So let's just put this all together and look at the hard numbers. The average CPM for a finance video can be over $30. For gaming, it's about $6. This chart right here is the whole paradox we talked about at the beginning. It shows you that the goal isn't just to get more views, it's to get more valuable views.
So what does this all mean for you? Well, it means you're kind of at a crossroads, and you need to figure out your own personal blueprint. Are you going to chase the highest possible profit for every view, or go for the biggest audience you can find? Or maybe you want to build a small, loyal community that trusts your expertise.
Let's lay out the blueprint. Just look at the trade-offs here. Finance has a massive CPM, but the competition is absolutely brutal. Gaming has a much lower CPM, but it's the best for building a huge interactive community through live streaming. And check out education, a high potential for revenue, but with way less competition. This is the map. You just have to decide where you want to go.
If you take away only one thing from all of this, let it be this idea right here. Stop obsessing over view counts. Start thinking about the kind of community you want to create and the value you can give them. Because a small, super engaged, valuable audience will win out over a huge passive one every single time. So the final question really is for you to answer. Are you going to build for profit, or are you going to build for passion? The real secret, of course, is that the greatest creators find a way to make those two things one and the same. The only real question left is, where are you going to start building?